The noise doesn't hurt tonight. That alone feels like a miracle. Music rises from the streets below in layered waves, soft enough to pass through instead of pressing in. Laughter drifts upwards and fades naturally. Fireworks bloom overhead, their color spreading across the sky without leaving a sting behind. The mystic's work holds. You move along the upper balconies and low rooftops of the upper city, boots finding familiar paths along stone ledges and railings. Lantern light traces the edges of walkways and parapets, outlining doors and bridges that seem to hang in open air. From here, El Mirage feels spacious, unhurried. Below, the parade route fills. The sights and sounds reach you softened. Music overlaps instead of colliding. Cheers rise and fall in gentle waves. Even laughter carries warmth rather than an edge. Constructs wait in quiet clusters, their silk banners drawn over their forms. People gather shoulder to shoulder, faces lifted, smiling without needing a reason. The city revels, a steady vibration that settles into you instead of shaking you loose. You stop at a balcony overlooking the square and rest your forearms against the cool stone. The city doesn't ask for anything of you here. It simply exists. You exist with it. Across the plaza, a forge glows warmly, its light spilling into the cobbles where a few people have gathered just to stand in it. Near the tents, two figures argue cheerfully over where to sit. Along the parade route, a hooded shape cuts sideways through the crowd, briefly catching your eye before disappearing behind a passing cart. Beyond the square, the canal reflects lantern light and broken ribbons. Past it, the Veil Tower rises into view. Its lights crawl steadily along its length, each pulse mirrored faintly in the water below. The rhythm feels measured, reliable. El Mirage softens under the celebration. For the first time, you see El Mirage, and it's beautiful. Fireworks thunder again. Blue lights scatter across the plaza, washing stone, glass, and faces in the same cool glow. For a moment, the square seems to breathe as one. Warmth begins to gather behind your eyes. The crystals set into your head pulses, its surface swallowing sounds instead of reflecting them. Sound stretches, music lingers a fraction too long. In the plaza below, a cluster of people's laughter, arriving a moment too late. Along the Veil Ward, one pulse overlaps the next. Then the city settles. Music snaps back into rhythm. The crowd resumes its easy flow. Fireworks crack sharply overhead, scattering sparks into the night. The uncomfortable warmth does not leave. Your heartbeat quickens. The crystal stirs, and a voice you've only ever heard in your dreams threads through the borrowed calm, low and certain. Some of these people won't live to see the new year. You begin to feel dizzy. Below you, the parade route glows too bright. People's laughter becomes distorted. Faces begin to bend, stretch, and melt. Glasses are raised and the clinks become too sharp. It is in this moment you know the countdown begins.